Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to From the Depths with me, Lathrix, and welcome to our stabilisation once more. You see in front of you the fleet. I finally actually made our units into a fleet, as there are far too many to simply carry on as we were. In the fleet, which is now called the Traitor Fleet, we have a coyote, a piranha, or a piranha, some form of sea sponge, in fact, water buffalo, both of the tuberculosis eyes, and a vanguard. So we finally have a force willing and powerful enough to attack the enemy head on. So what we're going to do is go back down the trap area of these lovely fellows at full speed ahead, which will take a while, and while that's going on, we can discuss some things before we simply teleport forward in time and editing to the next stage. So the idea is, as you can see, the fleet is in a certain position, making it a lot easier for me now to actually deal with them, but most importantly, I need to do some things to them. Okay, so the tuberculosis, the big problem with them was, as we found out last time, we were running out of ammo all the darn time. The reason for this is actually quite simple. We didn't have enough ammo barrels. However, with the tuberculosis being such a small vehicle, am I still in the air here? Whee! Being such a small vehicle, that does cause a whole host of issues. Just teleport over here. And the big issue of that is, I can't really fit enough ammo barrels into the ship as I would like to actually fully fuel the ship in that way. So we are actually going to have to start using the dreaded thing known as an ammo processor. Now what an ammo processor does is essentially uses up metal from your resource and converts it into ammo at a much faster rate than an ammo barrel does. But of course, like I just said, it uses up metal, which is not what I want. Right now I'm going to be spawning in another tuberculosis to do while it's gone, as we need to make some more retrofits, and this will be the next retrofit, hopefully soon. There we go, my tentacles get to work, and start repairing it. Thank you. There we go. So I'll be right back when either that's hit a target or we've got something done here. I'm actually thinking of something quite special. Now, many of you have actually suggested my idea, which is really upsetting because it's going to be like, surprise, look what I've made. But now it's like, surprise, the thing which you've all asked for. Yay. So on the upside, pandering. On the downside, not a surprise. So yeah, back in a second. Okay, and we are back. How many of you guessed we were making a blimp today? For those who did, well done! So yes, I wanted to make a fully AI-driven blimp, since I've never really done that before. Though I've got helicopters functional in my game, I've never really made a blimp. You know, permanent balloon usage, then using these lovely helicopter blades to actually move around. And now I have, and it took a while to actually get the AI to function correctly, since it likes to, it kind of needs to tip to turn. It doesn't like simply turning left or right, and because of that, some of the extremes on the options had to be cranked right to the top, so that it would always try to turn using the rolling mechanism rather than the simple left and right turning. So yes, it is still the tuberculosis. This is a remarkably cheap, extremely basic blimp, using the automated control blocks to make sure that the balloons are released at all times, and then just spin blocks using another automated control block to control that. Oh, there we go, we just reached one of our waypoints. I'm just testing to make sure everything turns correctly and everything's good in the world. Which it is, so now we need to weaponize this. Well, one other thing is, currently we have just got into a battle over here, annoyingly at a really bad angle. So we are going to have to do that in a second, but that can wait. Right now I'm having fun doing this. So, what kind of weaponry does this kind of craft want? Obviously, with it being me, half of me is just going, why don't you use missiles, Lathrix? Missiles are missiles. Missiles are awesome. Everyone loves missiles. Missiles. But I have never made a bombing ship, and this seems like it'd be perfect for it. Particularly after I increase the speed of this thing, which I'm going to do in just a second. I'm going to increase the speed threefold by adding a couple more of these lovely winglets. So the beams, it's attached to one of the so let's do this one, 1, 2, and then this one. So it has 3 space in the middle, meaning goes here. And then we go into sub, whatever it's called, and 1, oop. Of course, yeah, when we add this, this is going to instantly... Ooh, why can't I put this here? Shouldn't have done that. Go away. There we go. 1. And... there we go. Oh god, that really did speed up this thing. Making it rock an awful lot as well. Is it still able to turn? Yeah, it's fine turning. It's just got a bit of extra... Wow, actually a bit of extra propulsion to it, that's all. Is it going down? Okay, it's also staying at the same altitude despite the fact that these are now facing down a little bit when it turns, which is fine. In fact, yeah, it's actually gaining height. The balloons are still the balloons. I don't mind the fact we're currently a little bit off in terms of weight distribution. I can change that later. So for now, though, let's sort out a weapon system. Now, I've never actually done a bombing system, so this is all new to me. Just like the whole thing was new to me. I'm going to keep this thing going random directions. I want to make sure it never crashes, is the thing. I don't know why I'm setting the altitude, since it can't actually control its own altitude, because I don't want it to, so I don't know. Okay, missile controllers, we're going to want 2 of them. I'm going to want 1 on each side, because that'll be cool. So we need it around about here. Do I even actually need... Wait, do I actually need an engine in this thing? No, this ship does not use an engine. And I won't be using an engine because I won't be shielding it because I want it to stay cheap. So actually, we can remove this entire crappy cheap-ass engine from the ship, which is fantastic. Because that means it's saving energy, and it gives me a place to put my weaponry. So that will be that. So just delete all these. Okay, so now they're deleted. We need to start work on the weapon system itself. So put it like this. Also, don't really need the the air pumps in here, but I guess if we sink, something hits our balloons, it will help. I love being on a flyer. Flyers are just better in my opinion, just fun. In terms of just fun, nothing else. So 6-way connectors, click, 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 click. That'll be enough, I think. Yeah, these are connected. I want to have identify friend or foe. Not that I think that's actually going to matter. And I don't actually want staggered fire. No, because I want them all to drop as soon as possible, so just straight down. So missile launch pads are next. Let's see. Okay, there we are. There we go. Hopefully these are all facing down now. Which they are. Fantastic. And then we need the missile itself, which is the launch pad. So 1, 2... No. Try again. Is it the launch pad, Lathrix, or is it the missile block next to the launch pad, is what you meant to say there. Oh, okay. Now... Magnetic for mines. The magnet will be attracted to the centre of mass of a nearby vehicles after 10 seconds, okay? And the other one, freaking explosive, whatever it's called. Okay. Now, I'm fairly certain that's not actually big enough, because don't we want these things to float? Is the question I've got. Wouldn't it be better if these things were to actually float? Ballast tanks. The ballast tank will decrease the floating height. No, don't want that. Regulator. The regulator will allow missiles to survive for an extra 180 seconds. The base survival time is 6 seconds. This stacked. Mine. See, I kind of want them to be mines, though. So how do you make these things float? I guess we could fire them and find out if they float naturally. So, how do I get into the ship now? Oh, now we're flying. How do we actually get inside? Oh, like this, probably. Okay, oh, gentle. There we go. So we need an easier way to get up top. That's something we have just found out. 3, 2, 1, release! Plop, and they are floating! Okay, brilliant. Oh, bad things abound for the enemy. Okay, fantastic. This is still quite weak, so I do want other weapons other than this, but I just wanted mines, because I kind of wanted mines, because I've never had mines before, so it's all about interest to me. So then we want you to also have the explosive, so we want you to have the mag, if I can find magnets for mines, and then I also want you to have the explosive warhead. Okay, so now, oops, should have saved it all. So now the big thing is, we need to make sure that these missiles only fire when they're directly above the target. Not under any other circumstances can this be allowed to fire. Required accuracy, I'd say 100%, like 2. I'd assume that would mean that it has to be like directly underneath us for it to actually loose the volley. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to finish this ship off here, and then we're going to go into sandbox mode and give it a very, very quick test out. I'm sorry if this is going quite a long... No, it's not going to be a long video, but a lot of time has been spent just doing this, because this is completely new to me, so it's all about me learning here. So we also then want the receivers here, which may not work. I'm not sure if this has a receiver as standard, which it doesn't. Okay, so... No, transmitter as standard, I meant to say. There we go, pop it on here. There we go, now these should now be able to be controlled by the AI, which they Ah, cool. Okay, so... Oh, okay, so the next thing we're going to do is change the actual AI card itself, because we want it to have... So, let's see. Attack run, distance below... Attack. When we're below this distance, we don't want to abort an attack at any stage. When we reach or exceed this distance from the target, we'll engage... So, 100%. So, essentially, we want to be at them at all times. When we are below this distance from the target, we'll disengage. So this should make them stay next to them, I assume. I'm hoping so. Okay, we'll save it as it is. I might be very wrong here. So this will be the Tuberculosis R2, I guess. Retrofit 2. So yep, that'll be it. So let's go into sandbox mode. Now I may have been wrong, and you may be screaming at me, but just wait. We are about to test it out. Okay, so, sir and sirettes, we are back. There's an ocelot all the way over there we are going to be testing on today. So, hopefully everything will go well. Also, I do realise I made a huge mistake. We do need an engine. How else do we freaking turn the thing? For some reason I was thinking these were stopping, and that's how, yeah, it was just wrong. So, I'm not 110% sure if we're actually going to be able to attack them. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to force this guy to turn away for a second, so that I will purposely miss the enemy. Now, I want to see if we do actually respond in a way which is aggressive towards the ocelot there or not. I'm hoping we do. Where's that? Oops, there's it. Let's go into this mode for a second. Let's have a look at AI. Okay, let's reread all this stuff, shall we? While we're moving. We exceed this distance from the target, we will re-engage. So, when we're further than this, we should re-engage the target on another attack run. Okay. Which means we should be on an attack run right now, I assume. If we get close enough, perhaps, for the target to actually start attacking. I'm hoping. Perhaps. Please. Why do I have a horrible feeling we're not going to actually go towards the target? Okay, so the problem was that the ocelot did not have an AI, and thus our ship was not detecting it as an enemy. So here we go, we're now testing versus a simple, humble sea viper. The poor thing. So let's see how effective these actually are. I'm not overly confident that their mines are going to be that good, but I think this is going to be fun nonetheless. I'm hoping that we only drop bombs once we're actually high enough, and that's really my biggest concern. Come on, little Tuberculosis, you can be a bomber, you know you can. Waiting, 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 come on, drop them. Wow, that's a fast reload. Ah, but of course, we've only got very, very small oh, how magnetic are these things? That's the question, how much pull will the magnets actually have? Because we need it to be a little bit better than this. Oh! They're now pointing towards... Oh! There we go. Magnets online. Wow, the magnets are very magnetic. Well, there goes him. Very, very convincingly, in fact, there goes him. Goodbye. Okay, let's try it out against someone perhaps a little bit bigger. Let's try against a Vanguard. Which spawned right there. It does drop a little bit early. But honestly, if this thing can seed the whole area with mines... Oh, it just killed the... Oh, that may be why it's dropping that one so early. Its turning is a little bit slow. I think what we do need is a few more thrusters, whatever you want to call them. The magnets on this thing are insane. Hopefully soon they'll actually go towards the enemy. That'll be lovely. Oh, there we go. They're now all heading towards the enemy one at a time. I guess these are as strong as regular missiles since they do have the warhead. There we go. That delay is really long. But then eventually, boom! Just keep dropping them in the water, and I guess over time they'll all magnetize. And again, we haven't got enough ammo, so as usual we need to go into resources, and we need to go to ammunition processors, which really sucks, I know, but oh well. 1, 2... There we go, that'll start using up metal, but at the same time, look how much faster we are now letting go of our bombs. Speaking of which, this doesn't seem to be having a very good time with them. They look like living creatures. They look like tiny little death fish. Now I'm curious, because we have a friend or foe thing, I want to see, will this try to kill one of our guys? So let's spawn a Golgi. Will the magnets be drawn to the Golgi? I'm almost certain they will. Yep, they definitely will. They're they're awesome. Mines are really cool. Okay, restart designer. I need to make sure that the mines aren't being released too early then. They need to be released when we're very, very close to the enemy. Okay, so here's the next test. I've changed a few of the settings with the local weapons controller, meaning that there's a maximum range now on where this will actually engage. The maximum range being 50. Now I'm hoping 50 will be just left, right, you know, in a 2D plane. If it's 3D, it may have to be a little bit higher because we're always trying to stay about 100 meters above the water at any given time. So let's see if this will actually even let go of its bombs this time. Last time it was too early. Will it even release this time? Answer? No. Okay, well, at least we've learnt the lesson. That's a no. So then, if we take into consideration we want to be about 100 each. Ah, that's how far they are currently. So if we have it at about 200, that's this close. I would say that's actually okay. I'd say a little bit less than that then. So, but 200 seems actually reasonable. So we'll have it as that, and that's how we're going to keep it then. So, weapons control on this one is currently on 200. Other one is now also about to be on 200. And 177 maybe instead. Yeah, you know, yeah, about this range now. Because that is with them being essentially underneath us. Without any ridiculous... Yeah, that's fine. Releasing them at this distance, that's fine. Okay, so there we go. We've set it up completely. Now we have our Tuberculosis bomber. Well, mine layer actually functioning. So, the only thing to do now is to get back into the campaign. I don't think we're going to be able to test it in battle just yet. That's a little bit far. Well, is it though? Because the mines will be led to them, and I have no close range vehicles. So it doesn't really matter too much. Plus, this doesn't seem so far out of range that the mine doesn't work. The magnetic element doesn't work, rather. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna save this vehicle as it is. That's fine. I'm happy with this. So anyway, let's end the episode then by going back to the campaign and actually doing that battle. Okay, and we are back for the end of the episode. Let's get some killing done. The traitor fleet up against its previous allies, with us in the steering wheel of the Tuberculosis. Yay! Also finally added the friend or foe thing to the missiles, so they should no longer hit our allies unless they literally go above them. Well done, Sea Sponge. I have a feeling that this guy is going to be in a really bad spot because of our type of missiles we use. Anyway, that was an Atlas. Look, there goes the Atlas. That was quick. Oh dear. Still need to change the missile. God, so much I need to change on this fleet. I need to add ammo processors to everything. I need to change the missiles to being slightly longer. And I need to add our new tuberculosis. Oh god, yeah. If we have the new tuberculosis in this team, it's going to be destroyed by our missiles. We're going to have to make it higher. We're going to have to make it raise higher than it currently is, which means we're going to have to change it into a helicopter. Or at least more so into a helicopter than it currently is, which is a bit of a shame. Wasn't there another enemy other than just the Atlas? I'm sure it said an Atlas and something else. No, apparently it's just the Atlas on. So, oh, look what I can see though in the distance. A resource zone. Oh yes. I'll make sure to bring the new Tuberculosis for that to have a bit of an adventure. I'll just leave this here so the battle can be seen in its full glory. Well done, traitor legions. Well done. To be fair, our flyer only got hit once. I mean, that's bad, don't get me wrong. But it could be so much worse. Now, do these guys automatically form back up? Fantastic, they do. Okay, well, so threats. I know it's been a bit of a weird episode here with lots of cuts. I actually had to do quite a bit off camera to figure out issues and such, because, like I say, that's the first time I've really added an AI to a non-regular plane. So it's been a bit of a weird one for me. I think I've learnt quite a lot, though, so in the future, we can build better blimps. Like, in the future, I really do want a proper, like, not a station, a blimp, like a proper bombing blimp, a huge one, a massive construct with bombs and mines and everything good and several turrets. And I think the Tuberculosis R2 has just been a great test run for me. So anyway, thank you all for watching, Sunthreads. If you have enjoyed the episode, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and as always, most importantly, shows that from the depths of the series you're interested in seeing more of. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.